welcome back to the Back in Time podcast. I am Kyle, joined by Jeff and JD. Jeff, how are we doing tonight?
Oh, walking on sunshine, Kyle.
Nice. JD, how about you? How's it going over there, sunshine?
I've got a crescent-sized moon boot up my ass, but whatever. I'm glad Jeff's doing well. Here's something we don't ever ask this all that often, Kyle. You're flimsy, you're flamsy, but how are you? It's November, Spooktober is done. How is the big Kyle man?
The old Big Lebowski. I'm fairly good. Work's going good. It's November, so Christmas is already like in full effect, and that annoys me a little bit. And I feel like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is chasing me around like a ghost, and I'm trying to avoid it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bublé has been risen from the ashes.
Oh, man. Yeah, and my wife is a huge Christmas person. So, yeah. I mean, we have a trip planned this weekend, and I know for sure she's going to be like, oh, we're listening to Christmas music. I don't care. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's happening.
You sound so happy about
these AirPods.
Yeah, I know.
They gotta have these AirPods.
Try to keep your excitement
in the opposite ear so she can't see it. She'll be like, "Are you listening to me?" I'll be like, "Well, no, listening to a podcast."
So let me ask
his
you
own
this.
podcast.
Well, yeah, he's listening to his own voice and stroking his own ego.
Like
what? Whoa. Did you get those for free as well?
No, I paid for these. This was I think what do they call the Amazon? It's like Amazon Day.
Amazon
is there a big sale?
Prime Days.
Yeah, the Prime Day. I got these. I think they're only like $79. They were on sale.
Oh, so you got?
I was already going to buy a pair. Yeah, I got the second generation ones, like refurbished ones. Yeah, I don't care. They work great.
Right. I mean,
they've been in six people's ears, but that's okay.
What's earwax for a garbage man?
I got like a crystal-sized earwax in my ear now, but I'm doing good.
Oh, there we go.
So, yeah. But I mean, obviously the reason we're here is to talk about plans for November. JD, you're not going to be around much this month, and that worries me.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
Because
you may only be here one episode. Fill everybody in. You've got too much going on. No time for us.
The man has a life. He has plans.
I do apologize. It'll be a crazy month for me, but we have thankfully brought on. What are you snoring? I wasn't even going to talk about you. I was going to prop Jeff up for his amazing ability and what he brings to the podcast. Screw you, Kyle. Got nothing for you.
I know. Kyle owns the software, else otherwise we'd boot him out.
Thank you. I've been thinking that for so long.
Son of a bitch.
It's those new bright ideas I bring to the table.
I don't like how this is not working in my favor anymore. I don't like this.
Well, no, don't know what to tell you.
That's a legitimate fear. I was once kicked out of my own band in high school, so I do have some lasting bad memories of that actually happening. I was like, oh, they'll never kick me out of the band. And then I showed up one day and they're like, we need you to get your shit and take a hike. And I'm like, what?
Well, it sounds like the No Homers Club.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like the movie with Mark Wahlberg, the rock star. And then the girls, Jennifer Aniston's like, the guy with all the talent just left the fucking band. But I didn't have the talent. It was the opposite effect. The guy with the least amount of talent left the band.
The guy with the biggest. Yeah.
And that band is now Pearl Jam.
Right. That band is it's Blink 182, fellas. That's what happened. I was replaced by Mark. No. That would have been cool, but definitely not. So anyway, so JD, you're not going to be around as much. It's going to be mostly me and Jeff, and that's all right because I hate you. But I've got a few things lined up, Jeff, Now here's one. I'm excited. If you remember a couple episodes back in Archives, I wore a Memphis Grizzlies hat one episode.
I did. Yes.
I told you that we had somebody on to promote the first movie that they did several years back. Well, I reached out again because they are currently a new film is being sent through the circuits in Canada and doing the film festivals, and she does want to come back on the podcast. So I'm looking to line up an interview with the director.
Fantastic.
And so we'll record it. We'll have to wait to put it out until it gets U.S. distribution, but that'll be one of the things on the docket for this month, and I'm pumped about that. So.
That sounds exciting.
That means you got to brush up on your basketball. You can't go in there and not know that the Memphis Grizzlies were the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Well, that part I knew. It was just the fact that we were wondering why you were just wearing a random Memphis Grizzlies hat. I think.
No, I'll try and get you some notes. I know you're not the biggest NBA guy. We'll get you prepared for it, but I think it'll be fun. She was a lot of fun, and we definitely did not have the best recording equipment last time we did an interview with her. So I think the quality on this one will be way better, which is good.
That's good.
Yeah. So I think that'll be one good episode. I know we also, I'm talking with the other Instagram account, trying to get another guest lined up for us to possibly talk about some top 5 like VHS covers or toys. So just trying to nail down a date with that. But I mean, is there anything on your mind that you want to cover this month?
You know, you had sent a trailer about it again, and I got pretty excited about it after watching it. I was a little worried at first, but A Christmas Story Part 2 is coming up in November 17th with Ralphie and the whole gang, minus the dad and the mom, playing by Julie Haggerty from Airplane. So I'm looking forward to that. Some nice casting on that. And I think as Kyle went away, but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that trailer. That looks like a pretty good trailer. Coming up.
Can you still hear me though?
I can still hear you. Yes, we can't see you.
I'm trying to pull up the trailer.
I'm going to stop you, Kyle, because this is the perfect setup. Look. We can hear you, but we don't have to see you.
Perfect. Yeah, I knew that.
And this is actually the best of both worlds. For those listening at home on your regular podcast platforms, Kyle is actually recording from his new iPhone. Because he wanted to show us it all off of how great the quality is.
Rub it in your face.
And let's just say the HD quality is a little too close. Oh, sorry, the 4K quality is a little too close on some areas of the face.
Let's just say you can see the reflection of his micro penis from his eyelids.
All right. Well, my mom's listening to this, so.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Autry.
Oops.
That's something she hasn't seen before.
Jeff with the zinger. Kyle, we are outnumbered tonight.
Maybe you should say black more often. Oh my God, he's back.
You know what? I really want to play the trailer, but here's the issue. Being that I'm on my phone, I can't load up a second. Do you have the ability, Jeff, to...
I do have actually the ability to do it.
Cool.
I can present my... let's see here. I can share my screen.
So yes, put it in Chrome, and then make sure you go full screen on it. Once you start playing, and we should be able to not get taken down by YouTube.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, there's a couple of parts of the trailer I think are just hilarious. So I want to talk about these, but everybody needs to see it, so we got to play it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see here.
So while you're getting this up and running, JD, tee us up here. Like, fill our audience in. Like, from the last Christmas Story, what can they expect? What do you think is the brief description of where we're going with this movie?
So interestingly enough, you gave me a seedling of an idea. In Christmas Vacation, Clark Griswold tries to put out the perfect Christmas. Just bear with me.
Yeah.
That his father did in Christmases past, and we've got like the photo montage and like all of these like this like flashbacks to what Christmas was for him. Now, fast forward to 2022, I think that we have Ralphie's Christmas vacation moment of him trying to put together the perfect Christmas of his childhood past. And if they stick the landing, my goodness.
Hit a double axle and stick it. I think that's a really good point. And I mean, you haven't had many lately, so that's refreshing. But no, I think that's a really good observation. I hadn't even considered that this is like essentially the Christmas Vacation version of Christmas Story, and it looks a lot like Christmas Vacation. And I want to say, timeline-wise, it should be around the same year too, right? Because Christmas Vacation was in the 50s, and then I could be wrong, but I want to say it was like maybe 55, somewhere in there. So it's been at least 30 years. So they should be in the 80s.
Yeah. So I have it ready for whenever
Okay,
you're.
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Rock and
Let's
roll.
go. Or not.
Psych.
For those of you that are listening and not watching, Kyle is now picking his own nose, and he's got a chainsaw. And now,
We don't need a trailer. We can just sing a give me the Beach Boys.
give me the Beach Boys.
I know what he sings in the car, Andy.
Ribbit-doo. Now Dwight has a tattoo of Animal from the Muppet Babies on his chest.
Oh my gosh, I need to start rewatching The Office again.
For like what for the 8th time?
I mean, it's every couple months, probably for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I refuse to throw away the physical version that I own of the DVDs, because I want to be able to watch them anytime I want.
Oh, it's called subscribing to Peacock.
Well, who knows when that'll end?
I don't think it will. And if you're that cheap, I can give you a login.
I'll take it. I am that cheap.
Actually, I think you're already on our account.
I thought that was Hulu. I actually got my own Hulu.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Because you kept going on to Hulu and watching under our...
Jeff, did you freeze, or are you still trying to figure this out? Jeff's watching the entire trailer. We think it's not happening.
Yeah, did it not work?
What?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Did you guys not see the entire thing that I just watched?
Nope.
Yeah, we were just being assholes.
Yeah, I was listening to it. I'm like,
you didn't share the screen, dude.
Yeah, I did. I presented to share the screen.
Hold on.
Well, it didn't work.
Nope, sure didn't.
It says StreamYard is sharing my screen.
Well, we see your face, so you're sharing your face.
Okay, how about now?
Nope, not a thing.
Not a thing. Okay, so I must have to do it on this tab, but I can't do it on this tab.
Maybe because all right, screw this. Let's just break down. Let's talk about the trailer. We're not going to get this to work for you, audience. Yeah. Kyle's an idiot, and he's recording from his phone, and he's the host, and he's the.
But
host
anyways, all right. Let's go ahead and break it down.
Yeah, you can watch it anywhere. If you're on YouTube watching this, you can also just type in trailer, come right back to this, continue on. So the trailers, I think the trailer's really funny. There's a couple parts that stick out for me. One is just when they get to the mall and his kid's gonna go up and see Santa Claus, and right when he leaves, he's like, "Don't let him kick you in the face."
Yeah.
That part cracked me up. And then yeah, like I mean, like JD said, kind of leading into it, now that he brought up the whole Clark Griswold thing, it does have those vibes of Ralphie's trying to put on the perfect Christmas, like his dad did. I mean, hopefully he's a
Yeah.
little bit nicer than his dad. Because
No, I think
his dad was kind of like the Wonder Years dad.
yeah. Well, I think that was
Yeah.
most dads that time. They were overworked, underpaid. You
Hmm.
know, blue collar, good old fashioned American workers. What I do, like about this, nostalgia again. They're I guess we'll just call it the Maverick formula, where they're going to have the old cast incorporated in the movie versus just cameos. I mean,
Yep.
that seems to be the magic formula for remakes or remasters or redos or whatever you want to call it. Re nostalgia. If I want to make up my own word here, that this seems to be the formula that works, where you have the older cast grown up and not just part of a storyline picking up a paycheck, but actually part of the movie
Hmm.
and integrated. So I think that's what is going to make this, I think, a success.
Did either of you pop when you saw Scott Farkas?
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I did read the IMDb page that he is a cop in this movie, so a little bit. He actually is a police officer, so it's actually kind of funny.
Imagine how he's going to encounter Ralphie for the first time.
Yeah,
It's going to
yeah.
be good.
It was nice seeing him in that Davy Crockett, fur hat.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, are we going to have BB guns in this one, or are we too PC now to even talk about BB guns?
I don't know. I saw a sword or something in the interview
Yes.
or in the preview.
Okay.
So
I noticed that too, and I think that'll be the route that they go. So it's maybe a mixture of both, where it's having a BB gun's a little too PC, but pulling a from your trousers is maybe a little bit more practical for modern times.
Yeah.
yeah,
It appears that Flick maybe owns the bar or works at the bar.
It was called Flicks, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I missed the name of the building. That's cool. Kind of Kevin, a little on the nose with the Kevin Malone reference, but I mean, the funny guy starts his own bar. I like it.
Yeah, and again, it's almost kind of comical / real life that none of them moved outside the town except for Ralph.
Ralphie.
So
Yeah.
Ralphie looked like the only one who got out of the make believe town in Indiana.
I wonder if Scott Farkas is now a tamed down version, since Ralphie beat him up as a kid. Maybe it's the Cobra Kai effect, where maybe he's the victim.
Oh, like the
No?
Biff Tannen,
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I get he could be the Biff Tannen character, or he could be like Johnny Lawrence, where he's like, you ruined my life. I was Mr. Cool, and then
Yeah.
you kicked the crap out of me, and people made fun of me, and that's why I became a cop. And then he's trying to get back at Ralphie in some fashion. I don't know. I think there's so many possibilities. I'm really excited about this now. At first,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is it just going to be like a couple of the guys, and they're just squeezing out this movie to get a little blood from the turnip? But now that I see that they're like all involved, it looks great.
Yeah.
Seems to have a decent story to it. Like, this could be a legit sequel, which I'd never imagine in a million years would happen with this movie.
Yeah.
And let's just pretend Christmas Story 2 that was like a Warner Brothers DVD Redbox release. We'll just say that never happened. So,
yeah, right.
Kind of like a Christmas Vacation 2. Eddie's Island, or whatever it was called.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That should be on the Terrible Terror podcast. Shout out to Brian, who we need to get back on here.
Yeah, I thought about like sequels that were worse than the originals. So yeah.
Yeah, be a good top 5 episode. The
Yeah.
worst sequels to movies that we love. Um, Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation 2, Lost Boys: The Tribe,
Caddyshack
The,
2.
the Sandlot 2. Oh, there's a lot of good ones. So, all right, well, cool. I think that's definitely an episode. Did either of you catch the latest trailer from the Santa Claus show that is coming out on Disney Plus? I believe next week. If not next week, the week after.
No. Not gonna lie, not a huge Santa Claus movie fan. I haven't seen. I mean, I think I saw like part of the first one, but I'm sure my kids will be into it. So we'll
Part
see if
of the first one. The first one's the best, dude. That's the one you
right.
gotta definitely watch.
So
they get a little cartoonish in the second one. JD, would you agree with that? A little bit more. It's almost like I would compare it to like Ninja Turtles and then Secret of the Ooze. Like the first one's grainier, a little darker, and then the second one they were like, we need to make the kids happy.
Well, and I don't know. In the first one, Charlie, as we've discussed.
You hate Charlie, yeah. Continue on.
And some of the pro kid scenes, like, were elves with attitude. I don't know. I can do without the when they're marching down the corridor.
You're doing the dance. That cracks me up though. Do it one more time with the dance. Yeah.
I almost feel like I'm a bushwhacker brother.
Oh, wrong character, but a little ho.
I mean, wrong character. They screamed ho. I mean, besides, you're thinking of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. No, he went ho.
I knew that. Yeah, I
wanted
to give the ho anyway.
Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. So I know I will watch the Santa. It's called the Santa Clauses, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
I've seen the first movie a million times. I've seen the second movie 2 times. I've seen the third movie 1 time. So diminishing results.
Martin Short's great in the third one. You know, like Jack Frost.
I'm not debating that Martin Short isn't great in everything he's ever done.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I want to watch Santa Claus 3, The Curse of Jack Frost, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay. Hater alert.
Yeah, November 16th is the date it comes out.
Okay. Man, is that the day before Christmas? Or what's the date on Christmas?
Yeah, November 17th is the Christmas Story.
Day before. Wow, getting back to back. And there's another. Look up the Christmas movie with Will Ferrell and
Spirit or
when's that getting released?
Is it Will Ferrell and
Ryan Reynolds, right?
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
You're looking forward to that?
No, I'm curious when it's coming out because there's quite a few Christmas films on the way out. I mean, obviously, but
let's see here. Actor Will Ferrell. No, for some reason it's not coming up here. Give it a second. Let's see here. Ryan.
Actor, Cruel Intentions. Nope, that's Ryan Phillippe. Son of a bitch. What are we thinking for a movie of the month? 20 minutes or less, as we're trying to look that up.
Spirited, it's called.
Yep.
And let's see here, 2022. No official.
Nothing. I'm
date
hoping
here.
It's a theater movie.
Yeah, it just says 2022, 2 hours and 7 minutes. Okay. But unfortunately, they missed the mark of it. But the one episode or the one Halloween I am actually looking forward to is Wednesday.
Yeah, why did that not come out before Halloween? What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's actually coming out November 23rd.
I guess when you think about it, M's Family is more of a Thanksgiving show, right? I mean, because Addams Family 2 was, I mean, it's like the best Thanksgiving movie of all time.
Yeah,
I think. You know,
it's called Addams Family Values.
right.
It's not called Addams Family 2.
In our archives. It's been a long day. Hey, easy.
Yeah, Jenny Ortega playing Wednesday Addams. That's she's an up and coming actress. She's been in some very good stuff lately.
Cool. I think that would be something we could also probably cover as well, if we get time, or maybe we save that for like the very beginning of October. But we have covered Addams Family Values on here, right, JB? I'm pretty sure we have. Okay.
So I'm going to throw something out there, and I hope to goodness that I can be a part of it. But it's going to be a movie that bridges spooky season turning into winter season. We haven't done it yet, but Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Why haven't we done that yet? Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Scissorhands, I'm good for that.
I actually thought you were going to go with the other Tim Burton gap between Halloween and Christmas is The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm not the biggest Nightmare fan. I gotta be honest. I'm more of a live action guy. I mean, I'll watch animated stuff, but not a lot of it. But
yeah,
I think Edward Scissorhands sounds really cool, though.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder, the late great, Vincent Price. Oh,
is it Vincent Price or Christopher Lee?
Don't know.
Audience, anyone listening?
Jeff knows all things.
All knowing.
He's the Zordon of the group.
He's looking.
I'm looking. And we are going to settle with
Christopher Lloyd. Nope.
Vincent Price.
Good shit.
Yeah, Jeff, I thought it was Vincent Price. Yeah, no problem.
You owe me like 100 beers from early in the podcast.
No, it's the other way around, and I don't drink beer, so you owe me like
a whiskey.
A whiskey, one whiskey.
I'll send you some $5 Chuck. That's all you're getting.
I'll take it. I accept. That's some good shit.
Okay, so there's our plan for the month. We're gonna break down Christmas Story, which I don't even know the official title of the.
I think it's just called A Christmas Story 2.
Okay. No, I think it's A Christmas Story. Christmas Story
makes no sense, but I like it. We'll do the Santa Clauses. We'll at least break down the first episode. So I think that would be good to cover on here.
Good call. A Christmas Story Christmas.
Oh, there you go. And then we're going to have that interview, although you guys probably won't hear it this month. We're going to record one. And I'm looking to set up one more, which will probably be a top 5 episode, in addition to our 20 minutes or less, everything you need to know about Edward Scissorhands. So that's what's coming up. As always, subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening or watching. Give us a follow, drop a comment, or send us a message on social media at Back in Time Pod. Let us know what you want us to cover in the month of December. Try to get ahead of things a little bit here. Maybe we'll do some type of poll topic on the social media accounts and see what everybody wants to hear, because we've covered a lot of Christmas movies already. I mean, obviously there's a lot left, but I mean, we've covered a lot of the big hitters. So maybe we need to make a list and come up with a poll and let people vote. I think would be cool. So we'll work on that through our own text chain here. But thank you guys for watching and listening to another episode of the Back in Time podcast. We will be back next week with a brand new episode. See ya.
Bye-bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle.
about a hug? I hate goodbyes.